Ready for action.
What's going on, YouTube? Earth Power here with CBH.
How's it going, guys?
And he's ready for action.
So fast.
Oh man, so tell the people what we got.
We have, if Carl didn't lie to me, a top 4 match between Light Water Nature Megabug Tempo and Light Water Darkness Tempo.
Yeah. So,
is that right?
I think so. I wasn't really listening. But I'm on Bug's side for this. And I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I got a little distracted. I shouldn't watch my phone.
Oh my god.
Alright, so, like CBH said, if he said this indeed, we've got Bugs versus Tempo. I'm playing Bugs, CBH is playing the Light Water Dark Tempo. And, yeah, it's top 4. So, the people have voted. You know, we got a little bit in favor of both decks thus far. And, who'd you think was favored coming into this, CBH?
Yeah. I have seen votes for all 4 of the decks in the top 4.
You're not picking up my audio at all, are you?
I'm going to assume you asked who I think the favorite is. And I think I mentioned this before, but in the Tempo Mirror, I like Megabugs a little bit favored. If I had to choose a side, I'd say Megabugs in the Tempo Mirror is slightly better, whereas Light Water Dark Tempo is more of a relevant deck that can do better against decks like Aggro, but I think in the Tempo Mirror, Light Water Nature has a lot of cards that are hard to deal with, and just sacrifices some of the not-so-important cards that Darkness might have in the mirror, like Terror Pit is like, kind of a bad draw, stuff like that.
Yeah, you know...
Wow, it just went straight from turn 0 to turn 4 on my screen.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well... to catch the people up a little bit, I dropped a Strider down because I'm trying to set up for Blinder Beetle Prime in case it comes to that. Strider's like, you know, or, excuse me, Blinder Beetle Prime's a pretty good answer to most of your board. And fun fact too, you know, my deck, the Light Water Nature, runs Swordhorned, where yours only gets Lost Patrol. So I've definitely got like the power creep. You know, in my favor, as opposed to yours.
I mean, not so much power creep, because, like, Swordhorn came out first, but Nature is just associated with large dudes, and Darkness is, like, the Slayer class. Like, you know, that's what we make up for with Slayers, but Nature has just got the powerful cards, as far as actual power is concerned.
Yep, and it seems like I can't get much going, like, as far as evolutions are concerned. The Broodmother only brought me into, looks like, that Laws and that Manapod Beetle. So I think it's just going to come down to, like, who can swing in with all their guys first.
Yeah, that's kind of what it came down to.
You know, these Tempo Mirrors don't really start, like, trading, I would say, like, trading blows, more or less, like the creatures going after the creatures. Like, that doesn't happen very often until the later turns in the game, if nothing was able to really be mounted in the beginning. Otherwise, it just comes down to, you know, you and me just setting up a board to kind of make a full sweep.
You said if nothing was mounted. I like it.
I did.
Because I mean, like, double Laws is, like, for any deck, it's just really hard to deal with. And I mean, I have a board, but it's not without answers. And I don't. It looks like you can in this game, especially. I played a Lyra, but it's not looking too hot. Like, I'm probably just relying on a Sasha swing next turn if I'm trying to win.
What makes me wonder a little bit is when you Lyra down the Strider, like, why didn't Targusher kill that, tap a Broodmom, Targusher kill that, and then you kill another Broodmom with Lost Patrol?
Well, I thought that was, like, a good way to stall for time, but then I all of a sudden don't have a way to win. Like, if I'm trying to go in with, like, a Sasha or something, which apparently I am, like, I just all of a sudden, I don't see a path to actually win the game through there. Gotcha. I think that turn I just had to keep all my dudes untapped so you couldn't, like, counterattack.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
because, like, all of a sudden I do that play, I lose Targusher, you evolve into something, kill my patrol, I have, like, 1 attacker left. And it worked! Makes
sense, yeah. You know, Light Water Dark takes the first game. In epic fashion, too,
you know. Card I miss? King Neptus. I'm not saying it was good enough to be played, but I missed it.
What's funny is I think, you know, the comment came down that, or, like, we were actually going to live narrate this and put it up that way. But I'm pretty sure the comment was made that it was just like, we didn't interact with each other at all, except for that one Lyra tap. Like, not one time did we do anything to each other to make us like replay or do anything else. The whole game.
Yeah, that's true. That is fairly true. I mean, the tempo mirror was... I mean, I don't know. In this game, it kind of became just build up a board, play whatever evolution is like the namesake of your deck, whether it be Hive Queen or some Anjack variety or, you know, Sasha, just start, you know, going in when you can have that 2-turn clock that we were talking about before. Or 1-turn clock in that case, because if I didn't win that turn, you were going to kill everything or just kill me.
Yeah, it's just interesting, you know, like Kaijudo as far as a card game goes, you know, it really didn't warrant much interaction at the end. You know, not too many games like went for like trading blows.
Yeah.
I know there are a few games like Dragons will do it because, you know, Dragons is an attack to get effects kind of deck.
Yeah.
And it's like the only one that really is like that. But you know, outside of them, it's just kind of, can I break all of this stuff in 1 turn, or can I just tempo them out and break them in the course of 4 turns, like in the very beginning? You know, that's all the games ever really were. Kind of boring when you think about it.
It's a culture shock from Hearthstone where like the attacker can make trades happen because you can attack any minion, but in Kaijudo you can only attack the tapped ones. So if no one's made the first move, there really isn't a whole lot that can be done without a utility effect that taps something, basically.
Hey, look, and all of a sudden we're not tomatoes.
Nice. Yeah, that needed to fix itself.
Shout outs.
The viewing experience just got that much more enjoyable.
Yeah, shout outs to bad cameras. Old cameras. I don't know, that little guy held through. God.
Yeah, it did.
Have we told the people about
Are we going to do on a different one next time?
Do what?
Are we going to do a different camera next time for the next bracket tournament?
I mean, perhaps. I don't know if this little guy can make it another year. I don't think we even told the people, like, the hassle we went through over the course of the day when this camera just sort of died. CVH took a turn, or stopped a little too quickly. And the camera had a bit of a flight. And then it died.
It was more like a plop. I didn't think it would actually do anything, but then it just didn't work. But then it started working again.
Because we left it with your mom for like half an hour.
Yeah, she threw it.
She was like...
So this game is actually, like, interactions happening. Sorry.
Yeah, they are. You're right. But I have a board, and that's important in tempo.
Something was bounced. I mesmerized something.
You are going to 6, though. Lyra can put a stop to this. The bad news is that I have 2 bugs, so if I just sort of fade the Hive Queen, like, you're just in a bad way. Hey, look.
Yeah, I don't even know how many cards you have, but...
There's Lyra.
Maybe you'll just...
Oh, look.
Oh, you're out of cards.
The good one.
Oh, yeah, that was a top deck, man. That was a top deck of a century.
I mean, granted, like, half of my deck would have been an answer to Lyra.
Oh, yeah, but that one's really good because it answers it indefinitely. Like, at least if you play the other Result Guide, you get to replay the Lyra.
Or Finbar and draw a card, or Hive Queen, and then you just can't deal with it. Like, you know, there were a lot of things I could draw there. The 2,000 power one is, you know, it's up there. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So now what do you do?
I'm gonna lose. Like,
oh, okay.
I don't think there's a... I mean, I definitely need a Shield Blast. I'm pretty sure I need, like, a Piercing down there. And I probably need to play... I just don't know. Like, I could play Sasha here would be okay.
Could just run out 3 Striders. We saw Gorby do it.
That'd be pretty good, too.
Were you even running 3?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
I think he won that game.
He did.
It's a strong play. No. Wait, I don't think so. There's 2, at least. But I had Scamps. I had to run Scamps. Which are not very good in this matchup.
No. Scamps didn't do anything all tournament, I don't think.
Generally speaking.
Spoiler alert, possibly.
Well, yeah, I
mean, look,
like,
there he is. He's mana. He did something.
Yeah. It attacked a couple times, like it broke shields, but it's not really good unless you're up against the Pile or the Kalima, maybe.
Man, that Sasha is just a pain for Predator. And now I just get to make you discard cards. CVH, are you there?
I'm here.
All
Sorry,
right.
you stood up on Skype and I got a great view of your crotch.
Did you? You can still see me?
Yep,
How?
I can. I don't know, I just have the videos on my screen. They're still up. I could probably X you out, but where's the fun in that, right?
But yeah, that Predator answers that, Sasha. Yeah, Predator is a really good answer, you know, because it just deals with things.
Yeah, really upset I convinced you to add the 1-of in your deck. But Sasha did, did save me, per se.
Yeah.
For at least a little bit.
Arbiter was a good top deck. You tap your cards, sir.
Tapping them both. It says up to, I think. Pretty sure.
So now what do you do?
I'm probably gonna lose.
Yeah? You said that a couple turns ago and you're still here.
This looks more promising. Like, I already have 2 Bone Blades gone, but that wouldn't even help because Arbiter costs 7. Everyone thinks it's a downside that it costs so much from the hand, but that card can't get Bone Bladed. Broken. It dodges powerful removal spells.
It's important.
I mean, the blocker helps. Like, that's a good turn. Yeah, I like that.
All things considered, like, I'd say that the cards are pretty, well made. I gotta give Kaijudo their just, like, for the most part.
Yeah, I was just trolling about the thing about Bone Blades.
A lot of these, well, yeah, but I'm just saying a lot of these cards are, pretty well designed. Like, they all interact well. They're all, like, all their numbers actually mean something that matter. Hey, look, it looks like you're gonna try to swing for game.
It does look like that, and I'm gonna have to dodge an Arbiter in the first break. I think that's what it comes down to.
Oh, man.
I'm going for it this turn. I bet you guys can't guess whether or not it works out based on the amount of time left in the video.
Well, I think I made a mistake here. I think summoning that Mana Tick outright was probably just wrong. I should have just held it.
Just in case I was going for removing the board one more turn?
Yeah.
Because you were going up to 9 mana next turn, and you could have just, like, played it.
Dropped the Hive
another
Queen
mana
on top
just
of
in
it.
case, yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely a mistake.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, it was definitely a mistake to run out the Mana Tick.
Yeah. So I know I can't die this turn, unless you had exactly Mana Pod Hive Queen. But I mean, I'm still gonna have to dodge an Arbiter because that's just the way the math works out. If you get it in the first break of the triple break, you get to tap 2 guys, and I can only break all of your shields. Oh, but I do. Oh, right there, I go for it, so I can set up for exactly full. And I have to dodge it in actually 1 shield. It has to be. I just need this 1 shield break to go through, and it just doesn't.
That's
the odds.
Yep, that's the game.
And honestly, it could have been any other shield blast because that's the only creature shield blast in the game that's playable. So
what stinks is like, to that point, you had to dodge that first break as an Arbiter, but if I'd held the Mana Tick too, like if I just hadn't made that mistake, which I'm pretty sure it was it was clearly a mistake. Like I shouldn't have played it. But like if I had held on to the Mana Tick, like there was still the option for me, potentially winning the game on my end.
Oh yeah. I feel like if you had held that many cards though, and like I already kind of knew the Hive Queen was going to be one of them, I probably just would have taken the risk and broken that turn, and I still would have had to dodge the Arbiter. Like I still had potential for lethal if I wanted to break with everything.
Yeah, you're right.
But I piercing because he had 2 guys out. I was like, well, he's leaving with 1 card, then the odds are so low. But
Yeah.
I don't think I just would have piercinged back your Broodmother and passed.
No, that would have been a mistake. But yeah, it came down to me needing a blast at one of those points, and then I just sort of got re-rewarded for my mistake for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know. I guess this is a good point to say don't be results based in your games.
Well, it's not even that bad of a mistake though, because I had a blocker, right?
Yeah, you had a blocker, but that's what I'm saying. If I'd held it, like you would have had to have gone for game that turn. It would have forced you in, and I could have potentially gotten a piercing or a Arbiter.
Yeah, I don't know. You were playing like the play 2 things and hope he doesn't have a removal game. I can respect that.
Yeah.
Because I had used a lot of removal. I already mentioned the Bone Blades were basically all gone.
You're right, but when 2 mana pods are already gone, like I feel like I shouldn't rely on trying to draw the 3rd one. When I've cleared.
But Carl, you're the Megabug King. You're always going to draw the Megabug you need.
I know. Oh look, that turn for Chasm.
Look at my mana and my graveyard. That's a lot of shield blasts, man.
That's
actually more than half of them.
Wow.
Real unfortunate.
So here I am trying to set up some sort of blinder beetle play, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like,
That's obviously the scariest card on turn 5.
can Lost Patrol? Lost Patrol can't evolve into BVP,
Nah,
can
it's like a Stormtrooper or something.
it? Yeah.
Something bad.
It's just got a big butt.
Yeah.
That's all we like it for.
Yeah, it's like just the vanilla beat stick that's playable in those colors. It's not like a terrible blocker I was running, Icar Spider.
Yeah. Underworld's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Give that guy credit. That one's
He did
tough
have some
to do.
answers.
That forces me to just tempo you, because I can't make favorable trades with that card on board.
Ever. So just keep doing it. Am I going? Oh, look at all my shield blasts. They're all there.
Which is good news for me. I'm pretty sure we discussed this before in the bracket tournament, but when you play a deck with no shields, or no shield blasts, you just sort of lose.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real way to, like, you know, I don't know, build up anything.
If you ever fall behind at all, like, your opponent doesn't have to be scared at all. They can just capitalize immediately instead of, like, calculating their risk factor. Like, well, I'm ahead now, but if I break, maybe he gets ahead with the blast. No, it just never happens. You always just kind of win.
You're
So you
contemplating.
have to literally have the perfect curve every game.
So do you remember what you were thinking of this? Oh, look, there's the last piercing.
Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Probably
Oh,
thinking
look.
something like I don't have an answer for Prime.
Yeah, here comes BVP.
I mean, I'm kind of happy that I still have the Stalker. I can, like, kill things, but
Yeah, I think
not a lot of things.
I think the idea here is to kill your dudes though, and just
you're
break
killing my dudes, yeah.
Yeah, break a shield with your Sokka. I think that's correct here. Yep.
I mean, I'm glad I can kill things. I mean, on the crackback, but
Right. The best part about like not really the best part. It's like the one saving grace of playing against an Underworld Stalker is that even when you slay, it's not like you have a second main phase to bring it back out.
yeah, that would be broken.
That'd be great.
Because, like, I might just not have another play. I mean, I probably have another play, but there's a lot of cases when you use Underworld Stalker on your turn, and it's kind of slow, because then you have to spend the next turn replaying it, and the next turn you have to wait for it to attack. So if you're actually on the back foot, it's not a very proactive card. It's just scary.
I wish
It did have enough fun.
I wish Kaijudo had, well, I guess was still alive, don't we all? But, you know, if it was, like, it'd be fun to test, like, how Kaijudo would be with a second main phase. Do you think things would change?
Well, Underworld Stalker gets better.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, I just like having more phases and more options, because that's, and it's like more opportunities to mess up.
You know, I just wonder what, like, what difference it would make to the overall gameplay.
Pretty sure it doesn't change the meta too much. I just think it would be a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of cards, when you attack, you get more options, so attacking first would make sense in some cases. Not attacking first would make sense in other cases. And players would have to figure out when those cases were.
Yeah, it makes me think about, cards like Heal of Flame or, Valkyrie. That, fast attack and hop back.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, just using those cards correctly. Like, it'd be neat. But that has nothing to do with this match. I'm dealing with the double Underworld Stalker plays right now, and
Wait, Heal of Flame and Valkyrie always pop back at the end of the turn, though.
yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Summon them, like, after I break shields.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
and then break one more. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They get better, too. Man, my Lyras can just never attack.
Well, I'm more worried about the Underworld Stalker in this than anything else.
You locked on low. My Lyra can attack, but doesn't really have a whole lot of good things to attack.
Had to read Hive Queen again, but
Oh,
Rusalka's just
yay!
a play. Yeah,
Rusalka Army!
we in it.
Yeah, that's what makes Tempo Deck so annoying. Just a lot of Rusalkas.
Yeah, I remember that. How many times did I play that, Andrew? 6?
Yeah. And now I'm on the receiving end of it. I did it to Pile, and now Megabugs is doing it to me.
Yeah. You think when you play an Andromeda 6 times in one game, you win. But no.
Not all the time.
That's actually not how it is.
It was really close, though. That game, to be fair, it was really annoying, but it was really close. I literally don't like. What does my Gloom Hollow do?
Nothing.
It just actually does nothing.
You did Lyra the Hive Queen though. But look at that boss piercing. That is...
I mean, you knew that Lyra was coming because you gave it back to me.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Man, and that's the game, guys. So for all of you Lightwater Nature Megabug fans, that deck's going to the finals.
Yep. It is favored in the mirror. I was very salty after this match though, because like I said, like Lightwater Dark can win if things line up really well in 2 games, and they seemed that they kind of did. But then all of a sudden, that one shield just put it in my booty.
Yep. And you know what it's like to have things in your booty. Went there. So yeah, guys.
Awkward silence.
Leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the match. Let us know if you found any misplays that we made, because we didn't catch them, and if we did, we talked about the one. But let us know your thoughts. For those who are taking part in the contest, head over to the Facebook page, and we'll update the results. And yeah, check out CVH on his social things.
Yeah,
doing Hearthstone things. Yeah.
Also, stay tuned for the next top 4 match, which is
Lightwater Dark Nature Pile versus Lightwater Fire Dragons.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hype.
It's going to be an exciting one. So that match will be up right after this one, so stay tuned. And yeah, the finals will be up shortly after that. Alright, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.